Welcome to my channel. I am looking a little bit like a mess today, but if you guys remember, like a year ago, I did a video on the Isle of Paradise tanning drop, and recently Isle of Paradise came out with this self-tanning butter, which is only $25 for this huge thing of self-tanning body butter, essentially is what it is. So I have my sports bra on because I wanted to film everything for you guys. So it does say to apply it like a moisturizer in place of your moisturizer. So I just got out of the shower, my hair is soaking wet, and I was like, this is the perfect time to film this and apply this. I am not going to be putting this on my face because this is a body butter. So I do have a bit of a fear that it will clog my pores. Oh my gosh, that was so hard to pop open. You have to really press down on this part, and it did have some, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it did have a little bit of like plastic on there to seal it together. All right, it is kind of a greeny color, and it does say to wash your hands immediately after applying, so that is what I am going to do. But it is a thick cream. My skin is probably going to enjoy this, but I really wanted to test this out on camera because I wanted to see if it was better than the tanning drops. The reason I like the tanning drops is they're a little bit adjustable. So like you can add like more drops if you want to be more tan. You can add less drops. It can be on your face. You can apply it in your body butter, or you can apply it on like your everyday moisturizer. I might have to get some help applying this, but I also wanted to see like how dark this was because it is just like a universal color. I am pretty tall and that one pump hardly covered the both of my arms. This is really easy to apply. It feels like a regular lotion. I wouldn't really say that it feels like a body butter. I mean, I don't know, I could be just using thick moisturizer, but the body butters that I have are a little bit thicker than this. And I am one that hates the feeling of moisturizer, hates it. I don't know why. I just don't like the feeling of moisturizer on me. And this is soaking up really fast. So I'm gonna go and wash my hands, and it is about 5 o'clock. So I'll check in with you guys when there is a little bit of a tan going on. Right now I got a little bit of a farmer's tan, but we shall see how long this takes to develop. It has no smell of like self-tanner right now, but this one doesn't really get that self-tanner smell until it starts developing, so we shall see. All right, a little update. It is the next day. It did get a little splotchy around my wrist area. It is a little bit hard to see because it didn't get that much darker than my regular skin tone. I feel like it's a little bit easier to see between my face and my neck. It really isn't that much darker, which I do like because it's easier to get rid of like, a little splotchiness like this. I am going to put another layer on just to see how it builds up and everything, how much darker it'll go for review purposes. It didn't get that splotchy on like my hand. There was like, this part. But other than that, like the rest of my body looks pretty good. Like my shoulders, my legs, belly, all of that looks really good. It just was around my ankles and my wrists that got a little splotchy, but that could be that I'm a little bit drier or I didn't rub it in as well. So I'm gonna do another layer and we're gonna see how much darker this goes. I'm not gonna put this on my face because I do get clogged pores really easily, and this does have dimethicone as their third ingredient in here. And a bunch of other like oils and stuff that typically would clog my pores. I would definitely look up the ingredients on here before you use it on your face. There are some other products that Isle of Paradise makes that I do really enjoy using on my face. One of them is definitely the Isle of Paradise drops. the tanning drops because you can put it into your moisturizer, and I have never had any like clogged pores or anything due to this. The other thing is the High Glow hyaluronic self tanning drops. Those are really good for dry skin. But I'm gonna do another layer and I'll check back in with you guys to see how much darker this gets. And another thing I wanted to update on, it does not smell like self tanner. This one I feel like smells a lot more like self tanner the more it like develops. I can't really pinpoint like what this smells like. It doesn't really have a smell to it. It just kind of smells like lotion. And then once it starts to develop, it kind of smells beachy in a way. But I think that is all of my updates for now. So let's see how much darker we can get. All right, day 2, and we are looking pretty good. This is a little bit darker than my liking, but I'm sure you guys can see the difference between my neck and my face, that it definitely built up. Though I will say the patchiness around my wrist didn't get that much better. It did tan a bit of my hands. Even though I washed my hands pretty good, it did kind of mess with my hands, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it'll come off pretty easily. I do want to try this out with a mitt to see if maybe it'll get a little bit better. My feet are a little patchy around my ankles. As for my legs, I'll show you guys a better picture, but everything else, it blends so well, and I really enjoy how this soaks in really fast. Earlier in my video, I said I really don't like the feeling of moisturizer on my body. I like that this feels nice, like my skin feels hydrated, but it also leaves me with a nice tan, and it's not too orangey. I do live in Texas, so people in Texas get a little bit more of a different kind of a tan than this kind of a tan, if that makes any sense. If you're from Texas and you kind of know what I mean, you don't really get like a nice golden tan. I would also be a little bit cautious around your nails, like maybe get a brush to kind of scrub your nails a little bit better, if you guys know about that. But my nails, like around the corners of them, did get a little bit stained, but I really like how this turned out. I think the price is great. Isle of Paradise prices for everything is so freaking bomb. Like $25 for this, so freaking awesome. And I love that you can buy the refillable water for the tanning drops, so you're not wasting, being good on the environment. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to say was, this doesn't really say like how long. It says 4 to 6 hours to develop. Oh, okay. So on the Sephora website, it doesn't say how long it takes to develop, but it says apply butter to skin and spread evenly across body. Color developed across 4 to 6 hours. I feel like it's a little bit longer than that for it to fully develop on me personally. Reapply as needed in place of your usual body moisturizer, washing hands thoroughly after application. And I would say to literally wash your hands thoroughly, like doing a whole medical hand washing to really get everything off of your hands. But yeah, if you like the tanning drops, I think you would really like the body butter. It's just like a one-step thing, especially if you like the light tanning drops like I do, to where this first application of this one really wasn't that dark, and then you can kind of gradually build up the color to what you like while also hydrating your body. So I really like this a lot. And there is one more thing that I wanted to try out. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know I did a video on the Fenty body sauce, and I was a little bit curious to know if it would fix this kind of discoloration. So let's try it out. I don't know how the color is gonna go. Even with my self tan, this is still a little bit on the darker pinky side, but it does help with the patchiness. But you guys can kind of see that it is a little bit more of a pinky color than it is like a goldenish color. It's still a little bit too dark in my opinion. I'm sorry I can't like put my wrist I can't put my wrist together. Oh, okay, maybe this is a little bit better, but hopefully you guys can see that this is still a little bit darker and a little bit of a different undertone than the tan that I have. But it is something like handy, you know. You could probably mix it in with like a moisturizer or a serum and just kind of help, you know, fade the patchiness. But that would probably be what I would use this for. To be honest, to just kind of like blur the lines, but it doesn't really match the color. A little disappointing, but this is a little bit closer to the kind of tan that you get in Texas. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a cooler toned, like burnt tan that you get in Texas. If anyone from Texas knows what I'm talking about, let me know down below. But yes, this was a success. I am keeping this. I love this, and I love my tanning drops. And I did see on their Instagram page that you can mix the tanning drops with the body butter to maybe you can get like a tan this deep on the first application. But let me know what you guys think, and that is it for this video. If you guys want to watch my video on the tanning drops, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video would be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. Click on it and subscribe to my channel.